Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. I'm not really too sure how even to begin this video. You guys know that I'm not the kind of person that enjoys drama. I literally cringe even at the thought of drama. I don't like confrontation. I don't like anything like that. And I never insert myself in these kinds of things, like all of the crap that's happened here on the internet with the beauty community, the crap that goes on daily. Like, I do not like to have anything to do with those types of situations. I just prefer stay out of it, let people sort their own business out, kind of a thing. But what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today is a very different story. Not only is this a public safety issue, but also it is something that affects all of us. It affects you guys as YouTube subscribers, and not just subscribers of me, subscribers of, you know, anybody that you follow. And it certainly affects me as a YouTuber and a brand owner. Mud sticks, like genuinely mud sticks, if you've ever heard that term. You get labeled with things because of who you're associated with, or a group of people that you're associated with. Assumptions are made. Mud sticks, basically. Now, if you're not familiar, if you haven't been on Twitter, if you haven't seen any of the stuff that's going on at the minute, and I am by all means not a drama channel, and I have zero intention of coming across like that. Jaclyn launched her lipsticks recently. Everybody was really, really excited. I was so excited. I jumped onto the website, you know, absolutely as soon as I could. I purchased the products with my own money. I'm still waiting for them to arrive, and I've already had a bunch of dramas with customer service, but that's, I mean, maybe I'll explain that to you later. We were all really, really so excited. This is something that she's been working on for years. This is something that she seemed really, really passionate about. Everybody in this industry, and I mean, maybe not everybody in this industry, certainly people in Australia, you know, we want other creators to do well. We want them to kick butt. We want them to achieve amazing things and do amazing things, because it's exciting. It's so exciting for any of us to be in this position. It's exciting for any of us to watch other people, you know, achieve incredible things. And I feel like also YouTubers are always looked down upon. It's not a real job. It's not a real profession. It's not this, it's not that, rah, rah, rah. We were so excited. We've all been excited. I'm still excited. I just want it to be known, I don't have any personal beef with Jaclyn, and everything that I'm going to be saying in this video, and I have to say this for legal reasons, that I'm so terrified because I'm probably going to get some kind of, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't have any personal beef with Jaclyn. I have watched a situation where a person very, 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 very dear to my heart was treated really, really badly publicly, you know, and it actually really damaged her business as a cosmetics brand owner. Heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking stuff to watch, truly. And I copped so much crap through that period for, you know, still supporting the brand. People were like, I can't believe, you know, you would still support this brand. Didn't you hear what Jaclyn said? Didn't you read her statement? Rah, rah, rah. And I was like, there's so many things that you don't know about. And I'm still not going to, I'm not going to talk about that today. I feel like I need to say, like, I don't have any personal vendetta. I don't have a personal vendetta against anybody. I just have no interest in that. I wish everybody the best, and I truly hope out of this situation a lesson is learned. And I just, as a brand owner, I cannot imagine anything worse than this going on. Like, and launching your own products is seriously one of the most terrifying, stressful, daunting experiences you will ever go through. Like, it is horrifying. Even to this day, like, I'm still like, oh my gosh, like, what if something goes wrong? Like, it is terrifying. Like, if we were going through this, like, we wouldn't be sleeping, we wouldn't be eating, we wouldn't be functioning. I can only imagine the pain, like the pain that you would feel. And I mean, like, I guess I kind of take issue with that too, because whether it's a facade, whether it's not a facade, it's being made into a situation that isn't even that serious. It's being made to look like, oh, whatever, you know, and like, continue life, it's fine. This is a really, really big problem. This is really, really serious. This is public safety. This is issues with lying to customers. It's so bad. I also feel like I probably should say, everything in this video is my own opinion. I just have to say that for legal reasons. I'm entitled to my opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. This is just the way that I see things. This is the way that I've experienced things. And these are just my thoughts on the whole situation. So basically, if you're not aware with what's been happening, customers are receiving their lipsticks. Influencers are even receiving their lipsticks. and the lipsticks are contaminated. They are contaminated. There appears to be little balls of plastic in them. There are hair fibers in them. There are human hairs being pulled out of these lipsticks. There are things that look like mold spores on the lipsticks. Patches of discoloration. A lot of people's lipsticks are arriving damaged, or people are swatching them and they're literally just breaking off. They're bending, they're crumbling. They've got a really gritty texture. I feel like all of that started to crop up about, I don't know, it was a couple of days ago. And unfortunately, the first sort of public instance of, Jaclyn and Jaclyn Cosmetics being called of this, unfortunately, Jaclyn clapped back on Twitter and basically made the girl out to be a liar. She was like, this lipstick's clearly been used, because what's happened, and I mean, I'll probably show pictures on the screen of all this drama that's been going on too. The top of the lipstick bullet is quite textured. It literally looks like there's pieces of gravel stuck in the lipstick. It's contaminated. Like, I guarantee it's contaminated. I've worked with so many labs now. It's a contaminated lipstick. Basically, Jaclyn was like, well, you clearly, I mean, I don't take this word for it. Like, I'm not quoting her, but basically, you don't exfoliate your lips. This lipstick's been used. It's not new out of the tube. You've done this to the lipstick. Maybe exfoliate your lips. It's just dry skin on the lipstick. Essentially, it's the gist of what she said, and it was just awful. This girl copped so much hate publicly. People basically telling her that she was disgusting, that she's got dry, scaly lips, that she needs to exfoliate her lips, blah, blah, blah. She's like, she was bullied over this. Like, it was horrible. And then basically all of these other people started to come out of the woodwork, and they're influencers as well. If you're after some really, really good videos showing the damage to the lipsticks, go and have a look at Raw Beauty Christie's video. I have got, and I always have, just utmost respect for Christy. She's just an incredible human being, very, very kind-hearted soul, just a beautiful, honest, truthful person. Like, she's a good egg. There ain't many good eggs in this industry. She did a really, really eye-opening video actually showing up close with a microscope, like the stuff that's going on with these lipsticks. She did purchase the lipsticks, the entire collection of lipsticks herself, plus she also received the entire collection of lipsticks in PR. There was issues with both sets, and she goes through it really, really in-depth in her video, so definitely check that one out. I mean, I'll link all these videos down below. Also, that girl Shay, another really, really incredible person in this community, very honest, very, just a lovely, 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 lovely girl. She did a video showing all the damage with her lipsticks as well, so definitely check that one out too. Jen Loves Reviews has got a very, very interesting video on her channel about this whole thing. Like, I recommend you going over, like, if you don't know what I'm talking about here, go over and have a look at those videos before you continue watching this video, just so that it makes sense. One of the most predominant issues with the lipsticks as well is that people were opening their lipsticks and there were things sort of appeared to be kind of like growing out of them. They kind of look like fibers, like fluff, like little pieces of, it's like little pieces of fibers, little pieces of hair, basically. Now, Jaclyn did release a statement and she was like, look, and this is what really, really gets me, because this is an outright blatant lie. I really hate that. Oh, do I even want to do this? No, it's wrong if I don't say something, like, truly. Basically, she made a statement and I think she reposted maybe one of Christy's images from her video showing the damage to the lipsticks. Basically, she made a statement and said, look, guys, if your lipstick arrives and it looks like this, don't worry. It's perfectly safe. It's made in one of the best labs in the USA. Our workers used cotton gloves in a sterile environment. What? And basically, the fibers of the gloves have gotten stuck to the product. We switched to, I think she said that they switched to latex gloves. We're sorry, this won't happen again. We have worked with many labs. We have seen what goes on behind the scenes in many labs. I have been in Estee Lauder's top labs, like in Canada. When I went over and made my lipstick with MAC, which was an amazing experience, I got to see everything that went on behind the scenes in one of the biggest labs, in America, kind of a thing. Like, I have a pretty good knowledge of the situation. If you are new here to my channel, I do have my own cosmetics brand, and that's a whole nother thing. It's not an easy thing to do. It's terrifying, like, truly it's terrifying, but I know what goes on in labs, okay? I know the regulations, I know the rules, I know the specifications, I know the sterility of the labs, I know the environment, I know how everything needs to be when makeup and cosmetics are produced. And there are very, very strict regulations that need to be stuck to keep things safe, to keep things sanitary, and to keep things sterile. I have never once seen in my entire time cotton gloves being used. They always use nitrile gloves. They usually never use latex-based gloves. They don't ever use gloves with, that dry white powder that's like an anti-stick thing on the inside of gloves. They never use those gloves because those gloves contain contaminants and it's a sterile environment. And as soon as there's a contaminant in a batch of a product, basically that entire batch is scrapped because it's not safe. Like bacteria grows, mold grows, it's bad. Now, like I said, I understand how hard this would be. I understand the pain, assumedly, that she must be feeling, but you cannot lie to people. You cannot lie to people like that. Like, it is just so wrong to take money firstly to make promises to people, then to take money from people, and then to lie to people. You cannot lie to people. Like, it truly blows my mind. Like, just know that is not correct. Cotton gloves are never used in makeup manufacturing factories. They haven't been used like decades. Like, you use rubber gloves. It's a sterile environment. You've got hair nets, you've got nets on your feet, you wear proper lab coats, everything is covered, everything is sterile. That's the way it is. From the photos that I've seen, from the people that I have spoken to, from the video footage that I've seen, these lipsticks are 100% contaminated. Whether it looks like mold to me, it looks like microspore filaments. It truly looks like mold to me. There's patches of discoloration. There's these things growing out, and like they're not just fibers that are stuck on top of the lipsticks. Like, they are literally coming out through the surface of the lipstick. And there are a lot of pictures out there where you can see that the fiber's sort of embedded. You can see it like underneath a layer of the lipstick. I want anybody watching this, if you have the lipsticks, and I mean, mine personally haven't arrived and I 100% will not be using them when they do, but if you have the lipsticks, please, by all means, do not use them. It is not safe to put this stuff on your skin. It is not safe to put this stuff on your mouth. Like, lipstick, you ingest it. You ingest it as you talk. You ingest it as you wear it during the day. Do not wear these lipsticks. And it just breaks my heart because these people who have been honest, these really incredible, kind women and men who have spoken up about the situation are copying so much hate. Like, you photoshopped those images, you're just lying, you're just looking for clout online. They're just being absolutely dragged over the coals for actually speaking up and being honest about a really dangerous situation. And it's terrifying because the lipsticks are actually still for sale. Even, Jaclyn Cosmetics as a company, they haven't actually pulled the product down, they haven't recalled the product, and the batch codes are all the same. All of the batch codes on everybody's lipsticks are all the same, so it doesn't matter, if your lipstick looks fine. And a lot of the lipsticks have quite a funky smell, like a Play-Doh kind of smell. It's pretty obvious, like when you open a product, it's pretty obvious when it's gone bad, and so many people are talking about like this Play-Doh smell. Trust me, those lipsticks have gone bad. Like, they truly have gone bad. I know that there are a lot of theories, and I know that Jaclyn Cosmetics made a statement on Twitter as well saying that the lipsticks were exposed to high heat, and that's why, these weird little balls of whatever it is are coming up through the lipsticks, causing that rough texture on the surface when people are using them. If the lipsticks had been exposed to high heat in the factory, high heat in the lab, high heat in transit to you, in the mailing service, they would lose their bullet shape. They would not maintain a bullet shape. Like, that's just what happens. I'm sure you've left a lipstick in the car before, exposed to high heat. It's not even that high. Like, it doesn't even have to be that high. They melt. They literally melt, and it's a hot mess. It really, really bothers me. This industry means, this community, it means so much to me. And I feel like so many things are just happening. Like, we're watching so many things happen and we're all getting labeled with the same bad name. Like, look at what happened recently. It just bothers me that they're lying about it. When it's clear contamination. Now, like I said, I've got my own brand. We've been, finalizing and working on so many products. I've seen the labs. Like I said, I know what goes on. I know the regulations. And a thing I think that people are really sticking to with this is, well, the labs in America, and like this is people that are attacking these other people who have brought like the truth to the surface kind of a thing. Well, the labs in America, there can't be anything wrong with the labs in America. You're damaging your own lipsticks. You're trying to get attention. Like maybe these lipsticks are made by Morphe and therefore they're manufactured in China and they've just stuck a made in the US label on them. Guys, you can have bad labs anywhere. It doesn't matter what country. Germany, Italy, US, here in Australia or China, there are good labs and there are bad labs. Now, it is your responsibility as a brand owner to actually properly research your labs, to test, to, get to know them, to meet with them, to tour the facilities, to really, really nut out who you are working with so that you know all of the safety aspects, all the certifications, all the regulations, the environment, the cleanliness. It is your responsibility as a brand owner to make sure the people that you are working with are up to scratch, are satisfactory. There are a bunch of bad labs in America that aren't following regulations. I know because I've seen it. It happens. And there are plenty of labs in China that are absolutely amazing, that follow safety to an absolute T, that follow regulations to a T, that are incredible and clean and professional and sanitary and Anastasia's, a lot of their products are made in China. Too Faced, a lot of their products are made in China. Stila, Lorac, so many brands, have it figured out. It is not about the country that the lab is in. It is about the quality of the lab. It is about the quality of the manufacturer. It is about knowing who you work with, doing the hard yards, doing the work, and being able to stand behind a product that you put your name on. And trust me, it is terrifying to put your name on a product. I can't even begin to express how hard it is. It is a horrifying process. I just feel like a lot of people are getting hung up on the fact that, they're made in the US, they can't be bad. They can absolutely be bad. There are good labs and there are bad labs. And the reason why I felt like I really wanted to speak up about this not only is because it's a public safety, mold is seriously dangerous. Contaminants are seriously dangerous. Makeup is absorbed through the skin, and especially with lipstick, you're essentially ingesting this. It's a serious public health issue. Truly, it's a safety issue. But also now people are making statements you just can't trust products that come from an influencer brand. You can't trust what influencers say. They're all lying. Their brands are all lying. You can only buy from brands that are in Sephora, for example. And I just really take issue with that because it is not true. If you only knew the things that go on behind the scenes, how hard we have worked to make sure that everything's perfect, and the quality control. That's the other thing here. As a brand owner, you are responsible for quality control. You don't get your lab samples, which are 9 times out of 10 always perfect, because as if a lab is going to send you something that's subpar to test and approve. Come on. It is your responsibility to pull a random, a control sample, it's usually referred to, a random, and it's usually about 10% of the products, to an external facility, quality control it with an external team, because as if the lab is going to be truthful, our products are fine. You're paying them. Quality control is so important. The products have to be checked. And we've had nightmares with suppliers, absolute nightmares with suppliers and with discovering things in quality control that they literally told us were fine. And it costs a lot of money, it costs a lot of sleepless nights, it costs a lot of our own personal time, making sure to check absolutely everything and going back and being this isn't right, fix it, and then quality controlling it again. You have to be all over that. That is your responsibility. That is your responsibility to other people. You cannot take people's money and not have considered that. And I can't fathom for the life of me how this hadn't come up in wearing the lipsticks, testing the lipsticks, giving the lipsticks to friends and family. How did none of this come up? If you properly quality checked a controlled percentage of the batch produced, you would have come across these issues. The batch would have been scrapped. I just don't understand. I don't know. And it just sucks because I don't want other people to get branded with the same influencer brand label. It's just not fair. Please do not walk away from this situation thinking that you just can't trust anybody that you watch on YouTube, that you just can't trust any brand that comes from a YouTuber, because it's not true. The main takeaway message is know who you are trusting. And I feel like there's been enough things that have happened in the past, and especially problems with other launches. I feel like there has been enough things that have happened to give a little bit of an indication of kind of what goes on with certain people. And huge people in the industry are speaking out. Marlena from Makeup Geek, an incredibly knowledgeable, she's been working in cosmetics manufacturing for years. She did it before anyone else did it. She knows what she's talking about. And she's literally being dragged over the coals for speaking up about this. And Kevin, he knows what he's talking about, and he's being dragged over the coals. And it's so sad to watch that happen. These people genuinely care about the industry. These people genuinely care about you. They don't want your health to be compromised. They don't want you to be exposed to something that's not good for you. And they're just getting attacked, like full on bullied over it. I'm not into cancel culture at all. I don't want anything negative to happen. I don't want you guys to go over and say nasty things to her or bully her or anything. I hope that from this situation that she learns a lesson. I just want you guys to know, I feel like I couldn't sit here and not say anything. Please do not use the lipsticks. They're contaminated. They're not safe for you to use. Please do not use them. I know that Jaclyn Cosmetics is offering to replace damaged products, and they're also offering refunds and things like that. You are able to return them. So please, look into what you need to look into, but please do not use them, and please do not believe the lies. And please just consider, when you're calling other people liars for standing up for things, please consider that you may not actually know the entire story, that you may not be making an informed choice, you may not be making informed accusations. Please just remember that. Don't spread hate, don't spread negativity. We've got more than enough of it. This is something that I'm really, really passionate about, especially as a brand owner. Like, it's lies, and I just don't. Why? I know you work so hard. Like, you work so hard to get to the point where you can even have your own brand, and it's not easy. It's terrifying, and it's stressful, and it's a huge risk. And then to watch things like this go on, and then watch people being lied to. I don't know. It's disgusting. It's truly disgusting. I don't really know if there's much more that I can say here. I'm sorry for having to. I'm not. You guys know that I'm not into drama. I'm not into talking about this kind of stuff. Like, my channel is about helping people with makeup, about reviewing products, about stopping people from wasting their money on products that are no good. That's what we do here. That's what we're going to continue to do here. I want no part of this, but it goes against who I am as a person. It goes against my values. To watch this go on and not say something, especially if you've, a lot of people aren't on Twitter. A lot of people don't see this stuff that goes on behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know. And when this stuff kind of goes on, it seems like people would just post a tweet about it, and because tweets can be easily deleted, it's not addressed like on YouTube. It's not addressed properly publicly on the brand's website. So I just wanted to make sure you guys are aware. I know that there are people who have had reactions to the lipsticks. They're obviously reacting to, the expired products. And I know that there's a lot of theories too. Apparently the lipsticks are like 2 years old or something, because Jaclyn said, and there's like proof that, that they were produced in a lab 2 years ago or something. So they've just been sitting around. I can't just sit here and just not say anything. Like, it's not safe. Please. And don't worry, like, legally you're entitled to getting your money back. All the lipsticks should be recalled. They should no longer be selling them. They know that they're contaminated. They know that they're expired, allegedly. They should be recalling the products, but they're still selling them. It's shady business practices. It's truly it's bad. Like, I just don't want something to happen to one of you guys because I didn't say anything. Like, I just wouldn't be able to sleep. Truly. So yes, I hope today's video was helpful. I know I'm going to cop a lot of hate in the comments. I know that there are people who are just diehard Jaclyn fans, and who will, probably think that I'm just saying all of this to try and harm her. That's okay. I'm okay with that. You're entitled to your opinion. That's fine. I would encourage you not to be awful to me, but you're going to say what you want to say, and that's okay. And truly, like, I hope, Jaclyn fixes this. I hope that they've learnt their lesson. And I wish her all the best, for her future endeavors, for her future business, for her future, like the future of her brand. I wish her nothing but the best. And I will continue, you guys request me to review her products. I will continue to review her products because it's content that you guys want to see. Truly, truly, truly wish her nothing but the best. And, her entire team of people wish them nothing but the best. But yeah, could not sit around and not say anything at all. Like, it just goes, I just want to be able to sleep. Like, there's no way. No. All right, guys. I love you all so much. I hope that today's video was helpful. I really, really do. If you've got any more questions about, manufacturing, about regulations, about things that go on behind the scenes, about things that have gone on with my brand and producing the products for my brand, anything at all, please, by all means, pop your questions in the comments down below. You guys know I spend so much of my time down there. I'm hanging out with you guys, answering your questions. So please don't feel like you can't reach out and say something. Please don't feel like you can't reach out and express your own opinion. You totally can. Yes, I will talk to you all down in the comments, and wishing you nothing but happiness, and just wishing you positivity for your weekend and for the rest of your week. And I know I'm going to just, should I? Oh, yes, no, Nikkia, you are uploading this. All right, guys, I love you all so, so much, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.